Hello friends and enemies, welcome to or back to Happy For Now. It's me, Isabel, here with my manga login haul for July. What a fantastic reading month I've had. Truly, combined with books, I feel like I've killed it this month, but I'm so happy with where my manga's sitting now. Like, I am feeling good. I'm feeling prepped for a little something coming your way very soon. And yeah, let's dive into it immediately because I'm excited to talk about these. Stats wise, I read 13 volumes for a total of 2,540 pages. Genre breakdown is 7 shoujos, 1 seinen, 4 joseis, and 1 yaoi. Something like that. I think I'm missing a genre on a couple of these, but whatever. We're gonna roll with it. I'm not double checking myself right now. But yeah, let's talk about everything I read. So I kind of started doing some mini marathons to catch up on series. One of those was Otaku Vampire's Love Bite. I read volumes 6, 7, and 8 this month, and I really enjoyed where we ended on this series. We are building up to a fun visit, but also some confessions and like tension happening between these two because you can tell he's starting to like her, and it's really, really cute. She's also processing that she has bloodlust for him and doesn't know what to do because she's just never really drank blood from a human prior to this, and her dad coming to visit soon. All around, these three like really just started pushing this relationship forward a lot, and I had so much fun. They're so funny. They're a very silly series. Then I read volume 3 of Hitting Rewind with You. I am obsessed with these two. I think they're just the cutest. Basically, they met both dressed up as high schoolers and then find out they're both in college and start dating. And it's been really cute. This volume in particular, we do have Christmas, and there's like some sweet confessions about wanting to make lots of memories together, and the fact that they both are obviously liking each other and want to like truly date. This was so good. Then we have The Invisible Man and His Soon-to-Be Wife, volume 7. This was very fun also. I think this is a solid continuation in the series. They are living together. We're kind of processing them living together, him traveling for work and doing things, and also just like them communicating a little better. I don't know. This is a very fun, sweet, cozy slice of life. Next, I read The Scheming Crown Prince's Wicked Consort, and this shocked me. This is not going to work for everyone. This is a steamship title, so it is a steamy manga. She's considered very intimidating and scary, and she's on the hunt to find someone to get her pregnant so she can have a baby. And the prince has his eye on her and is going to make that happen, but it's not exactly what she had planned in any capacity, so I'm really excited to see how this all happens. She's also lost one engagement, so she's kind of been shunned by the community. But yeah, basically, the prince comes to her and is like, I can help you with this. And I just think it's really fun. It's wild. It is a wild setup. And that made it all the more fun to read, though. Then I did read Ice Guy and Cool Girl volume 11, or The Ice Guy and the Cool Girl volume 11. This series is so cute. This has some co-workers, this has some crushes. They're building up to meeting each other's family. This one I have loved every single volume of. I will say they are so skinny though. Like, so get them on sale if you can. Yeah, they're gearing up to meet family in this volume and meeting some family, and that was really fun. We also had, if I recalled correctly, we also had progress with his sister's like relationship situation. That was really cute and sweet in this volume that I enjoyed. Okay, this is and then I read Love Out on a Limb volume 2. Volume 3 is on its way to my house right now. And basically this follows 2 step siblings that were separated for 8 years because their parents broke up, and the neighbor best friend who is dating her, like fake dating her, but he actually likes her. He learns the truth about her stepbrother, and that truth has not been revealed to her yet, and she has a lot of guilt around the crush she has on her stepbrother. I don't want to spoil it if you're gonna read it, but I think you can put the pieces together here that perhaps things aren't as they seem. But yeah, we're kind of figuring that out. They end up locked in the house together during a power outage situation, and that was really entertaining. And it's very like fascinating because the brother is not loving her dating the other guy either. So we're kind of exploring that. I'm very excited to get volume 3 and see what gets revealed there. Yoko Nigiri doesn't write a ton of very long series, so I think we should see some pretty quick plot movement on this, and I don't believe it's going to be excessively long. So I'm really loving this. I don't love a step sibling usually, but the reveal in volume 1 made me on board for this one very quickly. Oh my god. Then I read Colette Decides to Die volume 5, and this volume, oh my goodness, it is so stinking cute. First of all, you can see him here. We meet our little otter friend who gets cast out from Poseidon's realm, and all of the skeletons in the underworld help train him and Colette to be a better servant, and we get his full story in this volume, and it is so good. Colette also learned some stuff about her fellow siblings, family that work in the were raised by the apothecary together but are not related. There's also like a near kiss in this volume. This volume was so stinking good. I can't wait to read volume 6, and I have volume 8 also on the way right now. So I need to get current this month. Like, I'm determined in August to be current on Colette, because these are 2-in-1s, so they're thick. We're up to like volume 10 now, and they are just so chunky that it takes me a minute to read them, but it is worth it every single time. I have to remind myself it is always worth it when I pick it up and I finish. I'm like, oh, this was so good. Why did I put it off? But yeah, I've continued to love this volume. I think it's so fun. But yeah, it's a lot of Colette bouncing back and forth between the underworld and the real world and helping people, and then our sweet otter friend. Next, I read Otaku Love Connection Volume 2. I need to read volume 3, and then I'll be current with what I own of this series, and then I can read a couple of them from the library before I buy more, which is the plan. This series, the level of fan service in this series that is fan service towards shippers and people in fandom spaces and not just like ecchi fan service is amazing. It is so fun. I have laughed my butt off repeatedly in each volume because of the shipping. Like, the fact that like there's this like thing of like two friends who are these two are childhood friends, and she is a BL fangirl and he is a Yuri shipper, and they all just like ship people around them with other people, and there's just really funny moments of some of them like arguing with each other about the ship and like who's right, who's wrong. If you're into that, you will like this. This is not going to work for everybody, but I freaking love this. This is exactly up my alley as far as being like a silly otaku thing. It's so fun. It's so fun. But yeah, we introduced two new characters in this volume, and that was perfect. We gotta talk about these. So then we have From Zero to Office Romances Volume 2 and 3. I finished this series this month. This is complete. You can buy these at Kinokuniya if you're interested in them. I don't think you can get them anywhere else yet. They're from Manga Plaza. And so these have like no ratings on Goodreads. I didn't check my anime list because I mostly use Goodreads and Storygraph, but like a surprising lack of ratings. Someone did complain they had print quality issues. I didn't have any in my 2 copies, so I don't know. But this follows 2 co-workers. He is like the director and she works under him kind of, or like adjacent to him. They work in like a bridal industry thing and hotel stuff. And anyways, she and him are having their romance. There's some tension around like him revealing who he is with her sister. That finally obviously happens. We have a great conclusion in Volume 3. It's a romance. It's pretty steamy, I would say, like as steamy as a lot of steamship titles. And yeah, I thought it was a really fun and an enjoyable story overall. I think I'm keeping it on my shelves for now. I truly just was like stunned when I read them and looked at Goodreads, because I just was like, these aren't bad at all. Like, I've read much worse things. But yeah, these were really just fun and a good time. It is definitely like not that different from stories we've previously read, but I still think it was fun and like I had a great time. Like by Volume 3, they finally spend the night together and are just like moving forward in their relationship and stuff, and it's really sweet. He also, in Volume 2, I love it, she had an opportunity to leave and go do some work, and he pushed her to do that. Like, he didn't try to keep her there. So, I don't know. I thought that was really fun and sweet. And just a good time. And then last but not least, the biggest surprise of the month is I read Bride of Ignat, and I loved this. I think this has some of the most beautiful art I have seen this year. I do have the Kinokuniya edition here. I got the little Shikisi little art board with it. Anyways, Rita is sent into the woods as someone is every 20 years to be sacrificed to the dragon. Dragon doesn't want him. He's like, go home, and they won't take you back though, is the problem. So Rita's like, no, I have to stay here. And Rita is determined to try and become a dragon and do the process, and Ignat does not want him to because they have repeatedly lost people to this process. But it was just like really like a very engaging story overall, and I'm hopeful we get a Volume 2. I didn't see there's no date for a US release of Volume 2, so fingers crossed. But I could live if this was it. But anyways, Rita's like basically attempting to find meaning in his sacrifice to the dragon and help and do all these things. And it was really sweet how quickly Ignat started to care for Rita. And Rita also cares for Ignat, you can tell. Rita also has like these weird like scar markings across her nose from a fever. And that also is part of why they volunteered to go into the woods. But yeah, I really loved this. I think this was absolutely stunning art, so highly recommend. you give it a go. And then we have the 4 books I hauled this month. That's right, I read 13 and I only hauled 4 books. I haven't stepped foot. I don't even know the last time I was in Barnes & Noble, y'all. I'm probably going this week, but I don't know the last time I actually went into the Barnes & Noble and looked at books. So I have 3 out of the 4 here, and I'll put up a photo of the other one. So this month I got Yona of the Dawn volume 46 in. I have not read that. I will be reading it at some point, but I am kind of holding on Yona until it's complete. Otaku Vampire's Love Bite volume 8, which we already read. And then Invisible Man and His Soon-to-Be Wife volume 7, also already read. And last but not least, I got Firefly Wedding volume 7 in, and I'm going to be reading that probably this month in August. So that feels really, really good. Overall, like I said, it wasn't like a huge reading month like it will be very soon, but yeah, I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm hoping, like I said, to hit 20 or 30 this month in August, and then keep that streak up a little bit here to get my unreads under 100. Under 100 would be magical, to say the least. So yeah, let me know how your manga reading went in July down below. Let me know if there's anything you're really excited to pick up this month in August. If you don't do any of that, you can leave me a dragon emoji down below, and I will have links to all these manga for you, links to my friend anywhere on the internet that I am. I will talk to y'all in just a few days. Bye.
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we waited for.